Hi, this is Mike Fleming. I'm the president of Sales Tax and More, and I hope that you and yours are staying safe during this current crisis we are going through, this worldwide pandemic. Um, the Lots of social distancing has created undue hardships for many businesses out there, and the states also. It's hard to get any state on the phone at all because just like many of us, they are also working from home. But they put out a lot of press releases, a lot of news releases about what their responses are to the COVID-19 pandemic. So we have just created a chart. I've been looking at, all of this other information other firms are putting out, and I find it extremely hard to read. So we put together a chart that we believe consolidates all the information in one place and is a lot easier to follow along. We have one column for our returns actually being extended, or the payments being extended. If they are, what are the months or periods that are eligible for extension? What are the new due dates? Is penalty being waived? Is interest being waived? Is the extension automatic, or do you have to apply for it? And then some notes on each one of these states. So we think it reads a lot easier. It's up on our website, www.salestaxandmore. You hit the resources, and there's a drop down for charts and matrices. So that's where it's going to be located. We've got the sales tax chart up there now. We will be putting up an income tax chart. But for income tax, the states are being a lot more lenient and understanding. For sales tax, there are a lot of states doing nothing, or if they are doing something, they are not waiving interest, so they'll let you pay, 30, 60, or 90 days down the road. But you've got to pay interest on it all during that period. And a lot of states are doing nothing at all. So not all extensions are created equal. So we've got a blog post out there that we've done on this, but a couple things I want to talk about it, and mainly the difference between income tax and sales tax at this time. With the states delaying sales tax, giving extensions for income tax, that's your money. That's always your money. It's coming out of your pocket. And I think that everyone should take advantage of these extensions for income tax. And if you have to use that money to fund your business, then so be it. Maybe if you can't pay it back by the due date, that there are some, penalty and interest you may have to pay. Maybe you can get that waived. Maybe we'll see another round of extensions coming out. But it's your money. Sales tax, on the other hand, and some states are delaying the sales tax payments. That's generally not ever your money. It's either your customer's money or the state's money. You're basically just the tax collector. You're collecting it in trust. So any tax that you collect, the state thinks that you should be putting aside, not putting into your business. And many of the states, in their announcements have reminded us of this. Here at Sales Tax and More, we think you collected this money from your customers. It's best to turn it into the states sooner rather than later, because if it's not in your bank account, there's no temptation to use it. And here's the problem with using it. If you can get it to the state by the time it's actually due, then no harm, no foul. But if things don't turn around as quick as we think, and you're using the state's money or your customer's money to fund your businesses, that's a problem. That's when states start looking at this. Some of it call it unjust enrichment. Some of it look at it as a type of fraud. And I'll tell you, it's the cardinal sin of sales tax. It's never your money. So the states really look at this as stealing. So if you're, going to delay paying your income taxes and need to use the money you had put aside for that to fund your business, then that's something that I really believe you should do. but you got to think long and hard before you start using sales tax money to fund your ongoing operations. A lot of our clients are saying, Mike, take our taxes that aren't even due at this point. We don't want to be tempted to use that money because we know how serious it is. I mean, this is the one area of sales tax for really egregious situations where people can go to jail. I mean, there is personal responsibility. It's not just for owners and officers of the company, but anyone who's involved in the sales tax collection process could just be a regular everyday employee. So you don't want to collect that tax and not get it remitted, or at least remitted by the extended due date. I mean, if you're putting it into your business and losing it, there's that personal responsibility. And these types of liabilities often don't, survive. I mean, they often survive a bankruptcy, and I'm not an attorney, but this is what I've seen. They've survived a business bankruptcy, and they survive a personal bankruptcy. So as bad as things are, they can get a lot worse. So think twice before you're using that money that the state may or may not being allow you to extend to fund your own business. So read our article, our blog post. It's called, COVID-19 and tax extensions. Not all extensions are created equal. So thank you very much. If you need more information, our website is www.salestaxandmore.com, or you can reach out to us at contact at CONTACT, having a little brain freeze there, at salestaxandmore, all spelled out, .com. Thanks very much. And